With the rise of AI, there have been a number of new tools developed, one of which is the ability for AI to write programs from scratch for developers. So this begs the question, should we be using this AI-generated code? I'm going to try to answer this using an example from my own life, and then I'll abstract it to the computer science space as a whole. I've opened up a program in a language I've never used before called Python. My goal is to make a calculator that can multiply, divide, add, subtract, and do exponents. As you can see, I have a tutorial video up to try to help me through the process. I will first time how long it takes to do this project by myself, learning from the video and adding some additional functionality. Then I will do it with the help of ChatGPT and compare the final products. While I get cracking in the corner over there, let's talk about the state of AI-generated code. The code generated by the AI has reached a point where it is able to create a more efficient solution to a problem than human counterparts more than 50% of the time. This is with the stipulation, however, that the AI is afforded the opportunity to revise its own code. When we take just the raw output of the AI, it is only able to outperform humans 1 out of 9 times. Let's get back to me here. I finished the tutorial within 4 minutes and 15 seconds. However, it only brought me so far. So after a little bit of reorganizing, I used some prior knowledge that I have from using other languages to identify the function I need to make the rest of the program I want to make. In this case, it's the if function. I have to first search online the syntax of this function, or how it's supposed to be written, since I don't know this language. Interestingly, AI can help with this too. Industry-leading companies like Facebook are using a tool called code search, where the user provides a code snippet. In my case, it would just be the if snippet, since that's all I know of the syntax. The AI will then provide me with examples from other programs that use the if function automatically. This gives me the syntax and other common uses of the function that I want with little to no additional work on my end. It's very similar to Google Docs autocomplete. So I finished my program, and here I am testing a few different use cases, and to me the program seems both complete and functional. Final time, 16 minutes and 12 seconds. Not bad for my first dive into the language. So now let's let the AI do it. So I start by asking for what I want. ChatGPT then generates an answer, which I copy and paste, then run. It seems to work pretty well, so I read through the code, and the AI actually added some functionality that I hadn't thought of. It accounted for dividing by 0, and it also allowed the user to do multiple operations in just one runtime. So the AI solution is both more elegant and more robust than my solution. Now, obviously, a software engineer won't be making something as simple as a calculator in a language they've never used, but this can sort of be abstracted. I didn't know where to start, so I had to Google help, much like a developer working on a project that they have never done before. I then wanted to use a function that I knew of the existence of, but I didn't know how to write. So I had to consult a source on Google, much like a developer trying to implement functions or algorithms that they know exist, but maybe not the specifics of how to implement them. And ultimately, the AI was able to make what I did and do it more elegantly, which can happen regardless of the project. The moral of the story here is to note the capabilities of AI in the software space. It managed to cut the time for me to make this program down by around 8.5 times, so who's to say it won't do the same for any other project? The key here is knowing what to ask the AI for. Without knowing what needs to be made, you can't ask the AI to make anything. So the software space won't be replaced entirely by AI, it will just be made better, faster, and stronger.